Hi friends, hope everybody is having a good day. Just wanted to share a little journal with me. And I painted the page black first. And then I went over it with some gesso and scraped into the gesso. Something I like to do pretty often. And then I'm just going to add some paint, and I use the oh so technical paper towel technique to spread my paint around. It's just my favorite way to add paint because it gives it a little bit more texture and it helps really get the paint in the little nooks and crannies that I scraped in. Still just adding some color. And right now the paint I'm using is actually made for paint pouring, so it's more of a fluid acrylic, and I do find sometimes that it's a little on the light side, so you can see me going back over a couple of colors just a little bit to make sure they pop. Yeah, I really like these because it's a much cheaper version than like the fluid acrylics, which is what I would normally use. And then here I've got my big Liquitex markers, and I'm just kind of marking up the page with a few different colors. These are probably one of my favorite supplies or tools that I use because you can make quite a big statement with them because they are so big. And it makes it really easy to just fill up a page. My pink wound up not wanting to work, which happens to us all. Yeah, so I think I skipped the pink and just went in with some black, and this is just like a dollar store permanent marker. It's got a pretty large tip to it. It's a chisel tip, so it can be as big or as little as you want. There, I'm coming in. I finally got the pink to work, or I think I had a second one, but it needed to be opened. So there's that. All right. So I immediately kind of just went into collage and gluing stuff down. I've had that image forever. And the paper has like a texture to it because I tried using, you take a stencil over a magazine image, or you actually put it under, and then you use some sandpaper, and that's kind of what the effect you get. And then I just went back over it with some of my oil pastels. See, I'm just kind of adding things here and there. Added some words. I love wings, so anytime I can, I throw those in there. And this white stuff is some paper trim that I got from a scrapbooking event where they always have D-stash tables, and I am always over at the D-stash table trying to find new fun things to use, and this was one of them. So it's already kind of crinkly and folded, so I just took a piece and added it there, and I think I added one more, but maybe not. I was just continuing to glue little things here and there. Yeah, there's where I put in the second one. Okay, so here I'm just coming in with my goodness, my brain is not working. Sorry, friends. I'm coming in with, I think it's called a China marker or a charcoal pencil. It's probably, again, one of my favorite tools. It kind of just helps finish things. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's kind of how I feel when I use it. Here I'm just adding some washi tape, which did not want to stick. I think I had to re-glue it 3 or 4 times before it finally decided to stay. Just going over the words and stuff with some pen. Page kind of gave me a hard time because I really did like it, but it was just kind of not inspiring me a whole lot. The background is super busy, so I didn't want to add too much and over. What is the word I'm looking for? Well, I just didn't want to complicate it too much and add more stuff so that it's less, so that it wasn't more busy. See, there I am taping that washi tape down again. It's beautiful washi tape, and it normally sticks. It just didn't want to be where the steeples were, so. At this point, I was just prepping some stuff to put down. And getting my good tape on, or glue. Honestly, my favorite glue is that it's E6000, but it's Fabri-Tac. That's pretty good. And then I also sometimes, if I'm using glitter and I don't mind having a little bit more, I'll use Tula Puffy Paint, because it'll do the job too. And then I've got some sparkles and stuff going on behind it, which is always fun. I think here I'm just kind of adding in and drawing and adding to those little stars. I know they're not the easiest to see because of the fact that they're reflective and holographic and all that good stuff, but I went through and traced them to make them stand out. I really do like how this page turned out. It's in one of my probably oldest journals right now that I'm working in. I probably started the journal in like 2010, I want to say. But it was a big sketchbook, mixed media sketchbook. And so it's just got a few random pages to cover, and then it should be finished maybe 2 or 3 pages, and then that will be done. And then it's on to one of the other gazillion art journals I own that I don't need. Variety is the spice of life, right, guys? Some days I like to work big, some days I like to work in little itty bitty guys.